All right, folks, today we're going to do some myth busting. So what I've got here are a couple of bats in my hands, but more importantly, what I want to make you aware of is that I have no hat on my head. I have no brand on my shirt. This is going to be a true review of two bats, one which is an Anarchy bat and one which is what everybody's raving about, a Suncoast bat. So quickly what we're going to do is pull the wrappers off these bats and get an intro test, and then we're going to take these bats and go head to head over here at the Hit Trax. We're going to measure exit velocity and distance, and then once we're done, after putting a few hundred swings on each, we're going to come back to the tester and get you the true tell of the two bats. All right, so again, what we're hitting today on the Anarchy side is the 240-12. This would be the Yang, if I know my Chinese philosophy correctly. This is a 28-ounce, 12-inch barrel with a half-ounce end load that we're going to be swinging against the Suncoast Ruckus, which is also a 12-inch barrel design. This is a 27.5-ounce variation. So with a half-ounce inlet, I understand that to be the case. So apples to apples here between the two bats, and as soon as I can figure out how to get the wrapper off this thing, so automatically I'm going to give the wrapper level of difficulty to the Suncoast bat because it just doesn't want to come off. To my surprise, this thing is double wrapped for double your pleasure. I believe that's because they have a tacky barrel, a sticky barrel, which reminds me of some other bats back in the day. So that should be interesting to see if that helps this bat perform over the Anarchy bat. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to load the bats twice. I'm going to get a 0 reading and a 90-degree reading. That way we have a real understanding of where the bats are going to start at. I'm going to 0 down. This bat comes in right at 270, just under the 275 mark on that side. I'm going to rotate 90 degrees. Give another squeeze. 0 out. Just right underneath the 275 again. So we are starting at 270 on the Anarchy 240-12. Moving over to the Suncoast. I'll load this one right there on that 12 logo for the barrel. 0 down here. Both of these seem to be comparable in compression just from the feel of this dial here. Let's see what the tape says. This bat's coming in right at 270, right underneath the 275 dial as well. Give this a 90-degree turn. 0 out. Both of them had that crackle too, that initial squeeze. It's pretty cool. 0 down. You gotta watch these dials sometimes. You think you're ready to go, you gotta push that handle, make sure it's 0 completely. Again, we're at the 270 mark. So both of these bats are gonna start right at 270 pounds compression. So we're gonna have a true apples to apples test right out of the gate. Baseball guys cheat, man. Their hands are so good. He's having a toe tap because his timing. 106 already. Cage ball. Murder. 398. He's already sniffing 400 over here. Read that read correctly.
2 more.
Tank. So 106 there with that one.
106, 412 with that one.
Yeah.
I like the way that it feels when I swing, but on impact it feels a little heavy.
I felt like a little feedback through the handle. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Yeah.
That's what I mean by heavy.
Yeah.
Let's see what this feels like. 102.
Getting started. Another 102. Another 107.8. 425 feet. .410, 103.5. Absolutely crushed. 391. Feels solid, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, dude. 109.8. 437.
First time he's touching Anarchy.
Murder. All right, so before I pause, I'm just gonna walk this camera over here, just so people know I'm not blurting out random numbers. So here we are. We are officially 24 swings into each bat. Right now, the max distance is 437 feet. Max velo 110 miles per hour. Both hit with the Anarchy 240-12. So 24 swings in on both, and the Anarchy's got the Suncoast in distance and velo right now. So we're going to take a few more rounds with some break-in and see what the results are there.
So the whole purpose of this review was not to call out Suncoast. They've got a great bat. They've got a ton of momentum and buzz going right now, rightfully so. It was to see how we stacked up against it. And it's a total counterculture move and kind of risky on our part to just go out there and put ourselves out there. You know, nobody in this industry would do that. Everybody in the industry, every manufacturer hits everybody else's bats to see how they measure up, but nobody would ever put themselves out there the way we're putting ourselves out there right now. And that is to see how we stack up against it. And I'll be honest, I was a bit concerned in the beginning as Zach started, taking those initial swings and climbing, 105, 106 and over 400 feet. I'm like, this bat might be better than ours. But once Zach picked up the Anarchy bat and took a few swings with it, he was able to get better distance and better velo with the Anarchy bat. So I feel confident that our bat is a top-level bat, not taking anything away from what Suncoast has going for them, because it's good. Obviously, people are talking about it, people are swinging it, people are buying it. I just wanted to see how we stacked up against it in a review that was unbiased, which is why I'm not swinging. I did swing both of them. I prefer the feel of our bat, but Suncoast has a good bat, and I'm just happy that we can compete with it on the field, and we've proven that our bat is just as hot, and I feel our bat will perform just as good, if not better.
69. There's a 105.3. That is launched at 31 degrees. It's probably going to land 400 plus, yep. Oh, bud.
You crank out a 110?
No, Zach did.
Zach did?
Zach did a 110. He did a 110 and a 437. Uh-huh. 414 at 104.4. I put a 111.9 up. It's 105.8 at 39 degrees. 106.4 in the face. $107.5 at 412. Here.
So Alex, who is also a baseball player by trade, was able to join us on the back half of testing. felt it was important to get a couple different swing types involved in the testing. Obviously, Alex being left-handed, but also Alex is a lot taller, a lot longer, creates a lot more leverage. So it was good to have a couple different swing types to analyze and get data from. Alex consistently hits the ball well over 100 miles an hour. I think he clocked 400 plus 5 or 6 times in a row at one point through this session. One of the disappointing things about this review is that we weren't able to finish because the Suncoast bat actually broke. Final testing on the bat was right at 250, so it did break before it got to the 240 mark. But all in all, it was a great test to see how we stacked up against I'd say the #1 bat in demand right now, which is the Suncoast. To be able to outperform it both in velocity and distance, and durability. I feel like we checked all 3 boxes with this test, and I feel confident that we have a top-tier bat in the Anarchy 240.